This story is inspired from real life events of singer India Dupre. The best part is, this story is narrated by India Dupre herself. Let's roll it now.
Once upon a time, in the vast and unforgiving outback of Australia, lived a young girl named Emily with her mother and two siblings. A girl with a beautiful smile, soulful voice, and full of hope. But the day her mother was seized from her when she was only 4 years old, her entire world shattered into a million tiny pieces. Emily and her two siblings were forced into labor on a farm. From that moment on, Emily's days were filled with back-breaking work that would put even the strongest of men to shame. She worked from dawn until dusk with no respite from the scorching Australian sun. Her body ached from the never-ending labor, and her mind was numb from the monotony of it all. The farm owner treated Emily and her siblings no better than the animals they tended to, and he went to great lengths to ensure that they would never escape. He stripped them of their identities, forbidding them from expressing themselves or showing any semblance of personality. To further control them, he sewed shut the pockets of their clothes, leaving them with no place to hide or store their belongings. The conditions were unbearable, and Emily often wondered if she would ever be able to escape the clutches of the farm. Despite the inhumane conditions, Emily never gave up on her dream. She had a voice that could light up the darkest of days, and it was her only escape from the harsh reality of her life.
You were my evergreen, I was your burning light. We moved so many times, but you were there in the darkest night.
Emily found solace in her music and used it as a way to cope with the daily struggles of her life. Her siblings would often pause from their work to listen to her sing, and her voice became a beacon of hope in an otherwise bleak existence.
So lift up and love those who are here. You've still got that fire, it won't disappear. Don't give up, don't give in.
As the years went by, Emily's voice continued to grow in strength and power. It became her solace, the one thing that brought her joy amidst the harsh conditions of her life. When she heard about a local talent competition, Emily knew this was her chance to shine. With her heart pounding, she stepped onto the stage, closed her eyes, and began to sing.
She's a downtown country girl, thighs as strong as hell, feet firm on the ground. He's an uptown gentleman, never had a leatherman, lost on his way to town. No, there ain't nowhere to charge his car, so he walks down to the local bar. She spots him in his tailored suit, struts over in her cowboy boots. It's on this very night they met, this ain't politically correct. She slapped his butt, tipped her hat, and that was that. Yeah, that was that. He fell in love and kissed her back, and that was that.
Emily's voice was like nothing they had ever heard before, pure, clear, and full of emotion. The judges were spellbound. They knew they had just witnessed something truly special. When Emily was announced as the winner of the competition, she could hardly believe it. She had never won anything in her life, and the feeling of victory was almost overwhelming. As she stepped down from the stage, a tall, imposing man approached her. It was a music producer who had been in the audience. He was impressed with Emily's talent and offered to take her to the national stage. Emily's heart leapt with excitement. This was the opportunity she'd been waiting for all her life. Over the next few weeks, Emily worked tirelessly to prepare for her big break. She rehearsed, pouring every ounce of passion and emotion into her music. And when the day of the performance finally arrived, she was ready. She stepped onto the stage, her heart beating so fast she could barely breathe. But as she began to sing, something magical happened.
Leave all your expectations of how life should be. You can't force your way or make them stay, so set yourself free. Intuition tells you what you need to know.
By the time Emily had finished her performance, the entire auditorium was on its feet, applauding and cheering. It was a moment she would never forget. And when the reviews came out the next day, they were unanimous in their praise. Emily had a gift that was truly extraordinary. From that day on, Emily's life changed in ways she could never have imagined. She became a star, traveling the world and sharing her music with millions of people. But despite her success, Emily never forgot where she had come from. She used her platform to raise awareness about the plight of child laborers and to advocate for their rights. Her message touched the hearts of millions, and her music continued to bring hope to those who needed it most. Emily's story is a testament to the power of perseverance. Despite the odds against her, she never lost hope. Her talent gave her the strength to overcome the darkest of circumstances and to make a difference in the world. Her journey was not an easy one, but it taught her valuable lessons about resilience and determination. Emily's story is a reminder that no matter how difficult the circumstances may seem, there is always hope for a better tomorrow.
Hey, hope you got inspired and motivated by listening to the story. The songs in the story were from the album Believe by India Dupre. Make sure you go check out, listen, and download songs from the album Believe by India Dupre. This was the story inspired from real life events of singer India Dupre. Make sure you follow her artist page on Spotify and the platforms you listen music on. And if you enjoyed the story, don't forget to review and rate the show, because your reviews and ratings may be like take 15 seconds, 20 seconds, but that means a lot to me. That means a lot to the efforts that we are taking every single day to make it memorable. So I hope you go and check out the description. I hope you love the stories, and make sure you go and review and read or follow the show. That's you're being very kind to us, and thank you. I hope you enjoyed it.